My people make we shout, oh yeah yeah. Mayegun don't come, oh yeah yeah. Mayegun the command of the masses, oh yeah yeah. Mayegun don't come, oh yeah yeah. Mayegun the political, oh yeah yeah. Mayegun don't come, oh yeah yeah. This one not the of him.
All classes, you know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF, double F. That is his name.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. As they say now, pressure tiwa. This is the last a few days before their elections. So share this.
Mayegun Diary political. Godfatherism.
Remi Tinubu, the wife of Bola Tinubu, the APC, Egbekebese presidential candidate that is, fighting the toughest battle of his political life, just dropped something which happened to be the rider of this broadcast. But guess what? That is just a rider. If you read the caption of the broadcast, it is more detailed, okay? Because there are other battles going on. And it seems like everybody believes that this is the final week. Now we can no longer keep the mask on anymore. Take everything off, right? It is happening. Yes, churches, churches, mosques, clerics, Islamic cleric, pastors, they are now just leaving the fence now, and they are coming public with why they are going for those they are going for. So I have some details in this broadcast for you. So share it if you are joining us now.
Lórí Facebook, and yes, you like lórí YouTube, and yes, you like
Thank you very much. Let's start so that we will have enough time, possibly to take phone calls tonight. Okay. So if you have read the caption of the broadcast, where Kolu's wife told a gathering of women, where she was, talking about her husband and all that, right? She said her husband is a very generous man, that he is not as rich as many of you think, all right? That even recently, she had to beg the wife of Shetima for 2 million naira. Okay. Well, that could be a political statement. In fact, that statement of taking 2 million naira from Shetima's wife on their trip to go and campaign, or Shetima's wife providing 2 million naira that she needed, right, after she asked her husband, might be true. But it is also a lie. right? Known with criminal politicians, because Remi is also a politician. She's a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. She's among those who are earning that illegal 30 million naira a month from all allowances and all that. She's one of them, right? She is the sole distributor, should I say sole supplier of diesel, all the diesel that the Lagos State government needs for their, what do you call it, generator powered street lights across Lagos. She had to supply all that. Our stepdaughter, Folashade Tinubu, is the Yaloja of the entire Lagos, all Lagos markets. In fact, when this wahala of old notes, new notes started, she was seen donating 10 million naira cash in bag to one of the support groups that helped her dad to organize the Kano rally. All of these are in the open, they are not secrets. But Remi chose the usual political cunning way. And if you can see, I'm going to play you the video. If you can see from treasury and then fraud, in this sense, if I should let you see the video. In fact, I should let you see the video first before we go to the details, and then we'll go deeper as the time will permit, right? Let's start with this.
Continue to go in the trenches. But how do I do it? By being kind to people. That was the secret. Asiwaju's secret is not about money. Contrary to what people think, he's a very compassionate man. I can tell you that. And generous. There's nothing he cannot give. There's nothing he cannot give. Asiwaju, does Asiwaju really handle money? Not really. I will tell you, there's I remember after I finished as governor, we used to have this staff at home. If you need anything, he would say, go and meet so and so. I said, how would I be collecting money from your staff? He said, that's where I collect too. If you like to, fine, you know. And that is who he is. When people say about money, I just say, T.D. Jakes was the one who said that people's expectations of you, God will make it a reality. Amen. When they say he owns the money of the world, I just wonder. Mr. Shetima knows that I will beg him. Before we went to Kano yesterday, I was begging him just to give me 2 million naira. I begged at the end of the day, when he even gave me, I forgot it. Because it was Mr. Shetima who went to the house to pick it up for me. I packed it, but it was very late. You know, even today, if you had asked us to give you anything, if I have anything in my bag, maybe 150,000, that's what is there. But and I keep telling people, it's not about money. The crowd you see in the rally is not about money. It's somebody they believe that can give them hope in these trying times. Hope is, why do we hope at all? If we don't hope as human beings, then we are not worth living. We wake up every morning hoping that this day will be better. Is it a lie? And that's why when he came up with this slogan, I thought in my mind, yes, everyone has to renew their hope. Continue to go.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
Did you see how sweet she was cooking the lie and all of that stuff? Yeah? Right. But you all know that that's real lies, Abby? Or you don't? Well, it doesn't really matter. She said that it's not all about money. Does Asiwaju even see money? Does he even touch money? I mean, why would you have to touch money before you can see and say, well, he's got money? Like I said, his daughter is the Yaloja of the entire Lagos state, collecting taxes from all traders. It doesn't really matter whether you are on the roadside selling anything, you will pay tax, not just to the government, but you will pay to Tinubu's daughter. Yes. Or else they will shut you down, or they can shut the entire market because of non-compliance. That's for his daughter and that woman's step daughter. The stepson, Sheyi, is the head of all advertising, outdoor advertising, what do you call it? Taxes goes through Sheyi. Now, you see the chain of, Sheyi is stepson to Remy. So if you see any advert placed anywhere in Lagos, billboard, big ones and all that stuff, every penny they pay, every penny those agencies pays, they go through Sheyi. That's true. Not just that. Their papa that wants to be president, Tinubu, every penny made in Lagos, if you make every penny you make in Lagos and then the government of Lagos takes a tax from it, his own company is the company that collects all the taxes in Lagos State for the government of Lagos State with an agreed and arranged 30% that goes straight to him. Now, it doesn't have to go to Tinubu. Do you get that now? But he was able to do that when he was a governor. And he maintained it as his inheritance being the former governor. Today, they are saying it. He built Lagos, is the one who did this or that. But ask them, like, what exactly did he build between 1999 and 2007? But guess what? They will say, but he gave them Fashola. He gave them Ambode. He's made a lot of people. That is where the generosity part comes from. So majority of those who will tell you why they are supporting a sick man, they will tell you he's a very generous man. There's nothing he cannot give. In fact, when I met him, he changed my life. Do you get that? He was very generous. A serious drug lord who knows that if you want to keep your base, then you mustn't chop alone. As they say, they chop alone. So it is his time to now chop outside Lagos. So that's the old drama that it doesn't have money. I don't think that's going to really sell. When indeed, one of the reasons why we are having this kind of problems that you are facing in Nigeria right now is simply because he, a bullion van man, and people like him are being accused of stockpiling the higher denomination of Nigeria 1,000 naira notes and 500 naira notes in preparation for this election. And since, give me 1 second though.
They might have banks. Of course, they have governors, state governors. In each state, you have branches of those banks, and in some states, you have even the national headquarters of those banks. On one hand, we thought they would take all the billions to the government houses and so on. But when we realized these same governors were abusing their leaders, insulting them, I was shocked. I never thought some of them will come out and abuse Buhari to that level. I never thought they would do it. On one hand, I was pleasantly surprised that facts are coming out. And we begin to wonder what is wrong with them. And maybe EFCC was right that some governors are keeping billions, 22 billion naira in their compounds across the country. Now the policy has made that looted money completely useless. I think that's why they are angry. It's not that they like or they love their people, because there is no evidence anywhere to show that. So we are so happy on that note that the monies that they collected for people to be in a better condition in terms of health, education, security, and so on, now the money is completely zero, expired. And I think all agencies in this country should keep their eyes on that. And I want to assure you that our party is going to assist the federal government, especially on the election day. Please tell your members, our own members, members of the NNPP, to join EFCC, to join the police and other security agencies, that wherever you see them trying to buy votes, please help them in confusing.
We'll come back to that. Talking about the money, somebody said that it is a lie that Sheyi is not the head of what do you call it, the organization called LASA. Oh, so until Sheyi Tinubu is called the leader of LASA, that is when you can actually believe those who actually run the agency for real. Okay. If that makes you feel, you say you are a stakeholder. Sheyi has his own agency. Of course, I know Sheyi has his own agency. And then we run the agency that actually run other agencies. LASA. And who do you think LASA answer to? Lagos State government. See, Baba, that's fine. Right. The whole wahala started simply because they said the policy of Bokuwari to phase out old money is going to make you hate them. Right? However, it's not because they don't have or they won't have access to the new money. Yeah? But they didn't want this rapid change of money to happen before election. It can happen after the elections. They said you have... do you get what I mean now? So they said you have... how do I put that? You have stockpiled stolen cash. And nobody steals and stockpile 100 naira or 200 naira. They would have to do it in higher denomination. You get that? Baba, the only people that now became more angrier are not opposition who are supposed to claim that maybe they are using it to target them, but they don't probably have billions stockpiled like these guys. So they raise more alarm. So the act of what do you call it? The act of is generous, is coming from the pool of taxing. It's called the rent seeking, collecting rent. The only thing Tinubu does for Lagos is to collect rent. Well, good enough that the likes of Fashola came, and the likes of Ambode came, and they could have one or two things to point at and say, well, because of this. But when the man continued to say he saved Lagos State from the Atlantic Ocean, how? But his idea, he didn't do that. You get what I mean now? But when they continue to repeat that, it started sounding like it's true. But you know those who are actually propagating that, they are those Oceans, miscreants, all right? That would rather ascribe other people's possible achievement to a man who only take rent and seek rent. And if you are in Lagos, listen, let me tell you something. For those who are in Lagos very well, all right? And then what do you call it? The resources generated, which is like just taking tax. There's something they call, if you are paying your taxes regularly, as they are declaring huge taxes, yeah? If it's in this part of the world, right? There will be time that they will give a tax refund or tax return or something like that to businesses. You know what I mean? Tax cuts for businesses and say, wow, you've paid so much taxes enough that we'll actually like give you a cut so that you can, you know what I mean? There's nothing like that in Lagos. It has never been and it will never be. Because the job is just that they exist to take rent. And when you compare what they will point out and say, we built that, we did that. When you compare that with the resources that they actually garnered, then you realize that you have been so fooled for so long. But some loves it too. They loved it. It's just that the lies won't actually change the truth, in my own opinion. No. So what happened after? APC governors, they are now, through El Rufaya, they are now fighting a proxy war and then claiming to be fighting for the people that APC, Egbekegbe, suppressed, oppressed, and brutalized, and even killed for 7.5 years. So that's where the conversation around money, you see, the crowd that you are seeing, we don't even have money to give them because Ashiwaju has no money. I mean, anyway, the greed of the few that is now affecting majority is spreading faster. Riots here and there. In Shagamu today, it was, they had to bring out their soldiers. At a point, the soldiers, according to the people, had to beg the people because they were still given the order of go and calm down. You know what happened? APC, Egbekegbe's governors, you know what they did? They started releasing all of these old Naira notes. The people that couldn't put together a sort of a welfare system for the people of Yoruba land, for example, Ogun State. So, are you with me? Their governor, in this old wahala of money and old money, new money, decided to start sharing the old money to the members of his political party. They are confused. Where do we take the money to? Who is going to collect it from us? Unsure. But this money has been lying in the government house. God knows for how many years now. It's only been governor for 3 years, 3.5 years. But imagine how much that has been governor for 3.5 years, stockpiled in the government house in Okemoson, in Abeokuta, that this change of money affected him, and he is a member of the political party that is ruling the country, that changed the money, and also implementing this policy. Yeah? Right. So some said that alternatively, if they are not going to let them access the old money and use your old money, I'm using the old money now because it's now old money is illegal now. The old 500 and 1,000 naira notes are illegal. So what people are now saying is that in the absence of, in case if their Supreme Court says they should listen to Bokwari and the money is now illegal, or if Bokwari finally start doing thing, having planted doubt in your mind about the money, a lot of you don't want the money anymore anyway. You know that. You don't want it and you just want somebody to take them away from you. Now, what they are now saying is that if that old note is not going to be valid in buying your votes on Saturday, then they will print the new notes themselves. Shebuari stupid. That's what they said. They said, does Buhari think is stupid, Abi? Then they will print their own money. Now, there is a voice note, unverified, all right? But because I have a video that is now showing that what this person said in this audio is actually happening now, right? I'll let you listen to it first. Now, in the audio, right, the person said that he was a member of House of Representatives, and he has it. He has it on on a very good authority that politicians in Nigeria, especially APC, Egbekegbe, they have actually printed the new notes, but they are fake. A lot of you haven't seen it, so you probably would never really be able to differentiate. So during your elections, right, there are agents who have money, new notes, and the new notes are mostly like going to be fake. They are also bringing their what they call their fake printed dollars too, when they will tell you that one is okay for you, right? I mean, somebody said something about it, and I think you should.
My people, my name, now Honorable Tony Wolo. I be former House of Rep member. I say, make I tell you now, everybody shine your eye for this election. I have been they don't reliably tell me, say, a lot of people where they contest election don't go print fake money. This 1,500, they don't print them well. I take God beg you, on election day, if they give you 1,500, any money where they, even dollar, no gree collects. Now fake full market oh. Me, where they here, I don't even know how many times I don't see the 1,000 naira or 500 self to even recognize the one will be original and fake. And they know say that day, you no go carry tester or any of these things where they use know which one be fake and which one be real. Fake money don't come market oh. I say make I warn una. You know say this one, the people where they give this one was pass armed robbers. Armed robber go collect your thing. Go. But these ones go give you fake money when they don't collect your vote. Means say they won't make you go jail. And you know say our constitution talk say if they catch you with fake money, if they barb you with fake money, bros, na sango be that oh, na sanko straight up, and then go sangolo you well. Then go sangolo you for sanko. Una know how they be. Hold your ear. Anybody will give you money, they know say you no go dictate them on time. They know say you no go dictate them on time. The money don't full markets. Me no go even feel dictate them. You no go dictate them. Money where you never see how many times. Now you won't go collect, even dollar. It don't full. The fake one be like the original one. You go see hologram. You go think say no. You go even see that shiny thing. Idem. You know say our people talk say now fly we no sabi something. They follow dead body enter grave, and grasshopper we be deaf and dumb. Na in train the jam. Shebi una know. This matter why I bring come now. That the same thing where they make cripple. See say cloud don't they change. You go take off before the rain go beat them. Now why we know the two see cripple under rain. Oh your ear, warn yourself before you go begin chop beans wey no done for Sanko. Police go catch you. If you go carry down with fake money enter market, they catch you, they go stone you. I say make I warn you now. I beg pass this around. Anybody wey dey anywhere, every village, I beg interpret them to your people. Interpret them for your dialect. Tell them say the people where they bring money, this money never even to circulate for somebody to begin to use them to dash anyhow. Person wey want dash and no even get. Now fake money they don't go collect. No go talk say I didn't know. You go nowadays inside Sanko, they call the man for phone. He go, when he don't win election, he go tell you, yes, my boy. Immediately I'm sworn in. I will make sure you're released. I'll make sure I have just spoken to the IG of police. Nah, lie. You don't even get area commander number. This is a way that Bobo, you go there. You go there Sanko for 4 years. When he tell you don't finish renew, and they go they sangolo you. No talk say they no want you. Reject that money. That money na fake. Money where they come market this Saturday na fake. Jump and pass. Tell your papa from village. Tell your mama. Tell your brothers where they for village. As they bring their money, they come. They jump and pass. Leave them with the person who carry them until police carry them. Make you use the mouth. Go explain how you collect fake money. Come. Leave their money for them. Don't go collect what you don't know. I don't talk my own. I beg.
Thank you, Jare. Honorable, talk your own. And it's actually useful information, though. Sure you get. It simply means if you are participating in their elections and somebody approaches you and say, take money, I've got something for you. It will look fresh, new, mint. Sure you get, Even 200 naira, the new 200 naira note could be fake. Even though they said they should let you continue to spend that, Abi. Look at this one. Somebody shared this. I don't know if you have seen it, but I mean, for this broadcast.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Please be very, very careful of this new note money. There is fake people who are printing fake money. These are the fake money. Fake 1,000 naira note. These are the fake 1,000 naira note that are printing, giving people for the POS machine. So please and please be very, very careful. Observe very well. The original 1,000 naira have the Nigerian coat of arms. This fake 1,000 naira doesn't have anything on it. If you check at the back of the 1,000 naira, there is CBN, the root. But inside the main original one is written that CBN 1,000. But this one, they have write it on top of it, back of the 1,000 naira. This is fake note. Please take care of it. There is 500 naira, 1,000 naira, all sorts of note. This new money. So you should be very, very careful, POS operators. Bring that one that has spoiled. The spoiled one. That spoiled one that will suck inside the water. If you suck it inside water, it will be damaged. Instant, as you put it inside water, it will be damaged. It will melt. This is how it melts. This is how it will turn to. So be very, very careful. Open it. Open it. Let me see. Open it. Open it. This is one of the POS operator. They have given this fake money that people should be very, very careful on this fake money. So they are out now to do people with this fake money. Please and please be careful. Immediately when you put it inside water, the money will melt. Please, if they give you, if you are not clear with it, put it inside water. Carry one of the note, put it inside the water. The money will be melted. Thank you for understanding. Please share as much as you can if you come across of this video. Thank you very much.
That's another useful information to confirm what that person said in that audio. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan? What is going on? Like, see, do you sometimes just sit back and just be like, what is wrong with Nigeria gone to your long? What is going on? How could you do this to the people that you have already traumatized for 7.5 years? Confusion everywhere. Serious one. Now, they've opened the floodgates of fake money. Now, you have to, imagine now, you would have to start almost tearing money apart, even in the banks. Because lawless, selfish, corrupt criminals are in charge of Nigeria. Do you ever think about all of this? Do you ever think about the damages that all of this is actually doing to businesses, like the small businesses that are still surviving Bokwari and APC? Do you ever think of what this whole thing is to them? Look at this bus conductor. He's improvising already.
US ni ẹ lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ yẹn o. US. This Nigeria no balance o, ajé.
That is the giant of Africa. The crippled giant of Africa. Do you now see why? The rest of the world are actually really laughing at what a joke these people have made Nigeria. Like, hello, this is Nigeria, Abi. Bokwari said, Emefiolele, or Emefiolele, like that guy said in that clip, right? That Emefiole should tell the banks to release back the 200 naira old notes to coexist with the new 200 naira notes, Abi, for another 60 days. What did I tell you? I said they still won't release them. And if they release any of them, you rather never want to touch them. To further open up Nigeria to what you are witnessing right now? Do you ever think of that at all? Or you're just interested in Ashiwaju will be our next president, whether you like it or not. Atifku will be our next president, whether you like it or not. Obi will be the next president, whether do you actually think about these damages for real to lives, to you? I don't think so. So people are improvising in a way, because even when they go to the bank and they say, okay, give us the old 200 naira notes, the person that got this, I bet would rather never wanted the old notes. We had no choice. Look at Nigeria money.
See how bad this stuff is. Like, the money literally smells. Like, it smells so bad. I just have to wash my, like, after holding this note, I have to wash my hand. Like, the money stinks. See how bad it is. As I'm opening it like this, I can perceive. Jesus. See how bad this stuff is. Like, the money literally smells. Like, it smells so bad. I just have to wash my, like, after holding this note, I have to wash my hand. Like, the money stinks. See how bad it is. As I'm opening it like this, I can perceive. Jesus.
Which can contribute this? I bet that is what most Nigerians are asking themselves now. Okay? Don't lie. Whether you are for APC or PD, whoever you are for, that is actually the lamentation stage some of you are now. Which can contribute this? Talking about people improvising and trying to figure out how they can still get by in this entire man-made economic problems by APC, right? They said if you go to parties in Nigeria now, you are likely going to be given bill of money that is printed, so that if you love to spray money, you are not going to spray Nigeria naira anymore. They are now printing what they call the party money. So party money is that, let me tell you how they have been talking about improvising. Sure you get. So when you get to the party, the celebrant would have printed different denomination of money. 500, 1,000. Here you get 200 with different designs and different colors to differentiate them. So when you get to the party and you say, I want to, so you will now have to buy the bill. So for example, 500 naira in Nigeria, a bill of that is 50,000 naira. Here you get. So if you get to the party, they will print that 500 naira with different design, 50,000 naira. So instead of you paying them 50,000 naira, you just do transfer or do POS pay or something like that, yeah? And they will give you that paper money. And you can then go and spend that. So I think that happened to somebody who, I believe, this change of money or no change of money has affected his own trade and his craft. You know this guy?
A wicked spirit of darkness.
Sorry. I wanted to check on this guy, sorry.
Ẹni ṣoríire, ìlú ti dàrú, ọkọ̀ gbogbo yóò ní balẹ̀, ṣẹ́gbẹ́. So na don dey print money, nobody miss I go buy machine wey dem dey use print money. Na so I go show for Sagamu yesterday, dem call me for show. Ọmọ ìyá mi dem no spray original money, see money wey dem spray superstar Meleyo. Dem don dey print money for their house, so ìjọba ló fà á. Uncle Buhari, where are you? See wetin you cost. Ṣé na original money be this or fake? Ẹni ṣoríire. Ọkọ̀ gbogbo yóò ní balẹ̀ mi náà. I go buy machine, printing machine, money making. Ẹgbẹ́, you no see money. Na this one na fake abi? Dore, this is Dore. Ẹ̀kẹ́ yìí.
As Portable. Portable is famous for, not just for his song, but for his own craze and madness and all that, right? However, he kind of enjoys, among other artists in Nigeria that, that you do know, right? enjoys being sprayed money right there on the stage, and people enjoy spraying money as well, a lot of money. And after his show, it would then like it will pour the money on the floor. Okay, different denominations, currencies and all that. Then it will, it will something like you could say, wow, this is like 5 million naira or 10 million naira or 20 million naira cash. And whenever after his show like that, it will now take some of the money, carry a small grandpa purse, put some of the money in it. Then he'll start cruising around town, meeting his own fans everywhere, and he will be giving them the money. Is that the money he's going to go and show to them now? That's why he's saying that he will go and print his own money too. He'll go and buy a machine and start printing his own. Which kind of money? Which country is this? That's Nigeria. No thanks to APC. People are suffering seriously right now. But guess what? Those who are actually like screaming, the APC, that is doing this to you, they are not bold enough to mention the man behind it. That is their leader, Buhari. They couldn't mention his name. So they are looking for those to blame, who to touch, and all of that stuff, just to divert the whole blame. Cowards. You are struggling and suffering right now. And just like when the students were at home for 8 solid months, APC, they were campaigning. What's their business? Buhari was just doing his own thing, like nothing was happening. 8 solid months. Unfortunately, a lot of those who are like at home for that 8 months, there are also those who actually want the same APC to continue. Talking about choice and democracy. Tell me about it. Anyway, talking about choice and democracy. APC, set the tone for what triggered even further division of Nigeria today. Same faith ticket, Muslim ticket. APC have already divided Nigeria. They've done that. They've done the division of Nigeria through its rhetoric, through tyranny, corruption, ethnic and tribal profiling, and name it. They've done all of that. But nobody expected that they would dare present same faith tickets. It's indefensible, not like in Nigeria. Some said Nigeria hasn't actually arrived to have a Muslim or say a Christian ticket. But others are like, so what? What are you going to do about it? So since then, they have been doing everything to blackmail just everyone. In fact, deviating and at the same time, looking for scapegoat, who to blame for the failure that they have kept quiet on for nearly 8 years. It's not flying. It triggered a different set of arguments, so to say, politically. On the one hand, you have the angry young population who believe that the whole generation, they have done enough damages and they have to go. We have that population. Then we have also the victims of religious persecution, especially up north. No joke. Tens of thousands of people have been slaughtered, killed. And the cause of their death, the violence that they have suffered, especially in the last 7.5 years, have been religiously motivated. All of these are already being buried up north until when everything propagated now. Then they decided to go and bring a Muslim ticket. Because according to them, it's going to be an insult for any presidential candidate in Nigeria to come to the northern Nigeria where you are not a Muslim and campaign. Is an insult. In fact, if you are a Muslim and you decide to choose a Christian, and that Christian is from northern Nigeria because you are from the south and a Muslim, that is even a further insult. Don't even come closer. Seriously, politically and for power is a different reality from what you and I will be like. Should I be the reason why all this were doing that? Yeah, that's the reason. So they made Kalu to choose Muslim tickets. They started blackmailing those who are non-Muslims as Islamophobic. It is a campaign strategy. They deliberately chose the same faith ticket. They knew what the people's reaction would be. The suffering and then the killings of non-Muslims and the Muslims alike up north has triggered a different conversation in that part, which they trace straight to the leadership, talking about Boko Haram enabling terrorists, while people who are the victims of terrorism are languishing inside the refugee camps across northern Nigeria. Nobody was to speak for them. They became just trophies for keep and something to brag off or use or weaponize whenever there is an election. Then surprisingly, you are choosing a Muslim ticket in Nigeria? Really? How you intend to push this? Of course, they had their targets, right? So, when Peter Obi was going to the north, you know what they said? They said Peter Obi wanted to cause problem in Nigeria for going to the Christian communities in northern Nigeria and identifying with them, going to areas that politically they have been completely excluded from whatever is northern Nigeria. So those ones started speaking up and they got triggered. APC, Egbekegbe got triggered and they said he is instigating religious politics. He is trying to use religion. That is why he's going to the Christian communities up north. Really? Do you actually have the mouth to raise any objection to anything religious when you choose Muslim? Of course it is APC. They are irresponsible. They never take responsibility for anything. If they do anything, they will have to blame somebody else and say, well, maybe it's because you said I should, maybe because you didn't stop us. You should have stopped us, or you should have told us that it's not good. Or the tone that you use in telling us that that thing is not good. That is why we are angry with you. We know that what we did is bad, but the way you are saying it, you know what I mean? They will turn it on you. That's what they do. It's just so unfortunate that they have power to start with. So the whole country is divided. In fact, those who are actually Muslims, and they have seen the imbalance in this, and they have seen that Nigeria that is already collapsing, you brought this, even if you manage to rig yourselves and do everything and then you become the president, there's never going to be peace in Nigeria. How are you going to do it? Because you're going to gaslight everyone that will continue to object. Even when you get there, they continue to object to you. What are you going to do? You're going to start targeting them like Boko Haram is doing. And how is that going to bring any peace? That's why some people said that once Tinubu is forced and then, rigged in whatever they want to do, trust me, Nigeria is finished. It's just sad. That is a Yoruba man. What do you mean? Do you want another person to do? No, I'm just saying that it's going to happen when a Yoruba man buy his way to become the president of Nigeria. And they will say, the Yorubas, well, posterity will judge all of us anyway. So up north, the founders of religious fanaticism up north, the conflicts for jihad kronas, I'm talking about the Izala movement. You know them. They control everything that is mostly powerful in Nigeria. Seriously. Majority of those who control your agencies, your courts, your presidency, they are members of the Izala movement. So they said that those who are sabotaging Tinubu, they want power to remain in the north. Are you with me? Because according to their permutations, that Tinubu is Alhaji, married to a Redeemed Church pastor, Remy, and then bringing Shetima as his vice, doesn't really kind of solidify faith, as they will say. Then coupled with Tinubu's ill health, right? They don't think it's an ideal thing. They would rather just go with Atiku. So you know what happened? They said for the first time, Obi is an infidel, so they don't want to touch him. Forget that. Obi, we're talking about Fidel now, not infidels. Sorry, we're talking about the real people that knows God, and not the rest of you. So they said that Tifku is northerner, is an allergy, and he's been very nice to them, and is sympathetic to their cause as well. It's okay, now let's put it into a vote. So they put that into a vote among themselves. It's allowed. So they now said 73 of them voted that they should all use their movement, all their connection, the power, everything, and move them for Atifku, which will start from tonight's Maghrib and Ishai, tomorrow's Subui, Maghrib and Ishai, the day after. Then when you get to the Jumat on Friday, same message, everybody will just receive them. Go. That is why, according to people, that is why they always conduct elections in Nigeria on Saturdays. It's because of the way these people wanted it to be. This is the way it works for them. Okay? But there is a problem. After they did their voting, so they counted the votes. Atifku, Tifnumbu. You may not understand what they are saying. I've already told you. So it's not long. Listen, watch this.
Azabi dan takarar jam'iyyar PDP Alhaji Atiku Abubakar wazirin Adamawa lura da dalilan da suka bayar an samu mutum 73. Sannan akwai waɗanda suka ba da shawarar a zaɓi ɗan takarar APC Bola Ahmed Tinubu mutum 13. Akwai waɗanda suka
Goma Jakuku and the Goma Bill. I mean, they shall talk to Atifku call Olidio. But they have leaders. Okay? The ulama are the senior. So they have to review the votes. Person will score 3. Abi good having the uku abi da shida biu abi nkosha yen tifnumbu. They said when they check, I know that uku is 3. I know Goma Shida, Goma Sha Biu. Goma Sha Biu is Goma is 10. Goma Sha Biu is either 12 or 20. Goma Biu. Ashiri na 20. Ashiri is 20. Talatin is 30. What is 40 again? Oh, I can't remember. I did Hausa, languages back then in secondary school. So I remember a few of them, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Anyway. God bless you. Atifku, 73. So, Tinubu, Goma Sha Huku. Atifku, Ashirin, Goma Sha Huku. I mean, Goma Sha Huku. Doesn't really matter anyway. Sha Hudu, that's 14. Anyway, let's leave numbers now. Number count, okay? So, what he was saying there was that Atifku polled more. You know, they have already been saying that Northern Nigeria, as you are watching this video, true or false, they say they call something called alignment. Alignment to the interest of Northern Nigeria. And Atifku from Izala and their mosque and all their representatives got their backing. Well, anyway, the last time in 2015 they backed Bokuwari. In 2019 they backed Bokuwari. But their vote says they should back Atifku. But their leaders disagree. No. Muslim ticket is more acceptable to Allah. Muslim, you know what I mean, Sha? I don't understand the language, but I'll come and interpret whatever interpretation I give to you, right? Just believe that it's a summary, okay? And you believe it, okay? Anyway, let's go and listen to them. So they said, Natif Numbu they go support. Person will score 13. is who the ulama motu abi nkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣá ulama ulama in Yoruba they call them ulama. It doesn't really matter. Ulama decided for Tinubu. So we are actually battling the wahala of endorsement in this part of the drama. I hear maybe just before their election. Okay, listen to them, or you may not understand what he's saying. A lot of you will understand, except me, or somebody already interpreted this for me. Okay, I'll come back and tell you. Somebody said the ulama, the animals. You know those animals that look like sheep. I mean, that looks like sheep, rather. Yeah, they've got this woolly, but they are those ones called ulama. I think they got bomb, or their wool makes them have bomb. So when they walk like they've got bomb, but they're like sheep. And that's what's called ulama. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So just say ulama, so that when you mention that, you will not be remembering the ulama animal. Okay, just say ulama, ali ulama. So the confusion and the wahala over endorsements, we also laced this week too, and talking about everybody taking off the whole gloves. Now, Princess, you can't be a teacher. Listen, I was reading your comment earlier where I was trying to remember my Awusa counting when I was in school, right? Which was the Goma, the Ashiri, and then a Talatin. I can't remember 14. 40. 30 is Talatin. 40 is not for Latin. 50 is not for Latin, Princess. Okay, 60 is not Latin. There are children that might be reading. Do you understand? So talking about people now taking off the entire mask, Baba, in Nigeria, people will always choose, or should I say vote, based on the religion, based on tribe, based on party, and then based on who is generous to them. Majority of them are not interested in every other thing you want to say that they should focus on. Do you understand? And that is why some people are now feeling like if the pastors in Nigeria are still yet to hear from God, when these people already grab the whole thing, una still they disguise, eh? Now people they talk that one on Nomio. People are saying that Nigerian pastors, they are disguising, wasting time, pretending that they don't want to say it directly. Yeah, you say go for anybody, you know what I mean? Like they want them to say Obi. But there is a pastor. There is a pastor, Ade Farasin. You know him? I think he's a pastor. I've been a reverend. I've been a bishop. They have titles anyway. So a lot of them have started speaking in tongues, except for Adefarasi, who says, I am not going to tell you what to support like these people did confidently. Do you understand? In fact, I am going to speak in parable. You know, when they want to confuse you, they will tell you they want to speak in parable. They want to speak so that you could go and find the meaning. LGBT. Okay. So he said he was going to speak in parables. And he said that dear David, so I don't know if that's the name he used. He said, the David that will come and save you is not yet, it's not contesting. So you need to keep and vote for another Saul until your David will come. But parable LGBT. Let me tell you what he's saying. Is candidate. The person that they have actually built so much bond since APC Egbe came to power. Now Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, Agboworin Baba Oja, you know him. Fake Pastor Ruga Oshibajo. Oshibade. They are good friends. So when Oshibade was running, it was kind of more like, Adefarasi was speaking loud about the nonsense going on and the rest of that. The moment then we Poshibajo or Raimo called, Abba became statesman. When they speak in another, he said, I will speak in parable. Up north, those ones who are like they will never let infidel lead them. Those ones who are going to threaten the people via religion, and they're going to carry out that threat, they are already making their declaration public and they are not hiding it. That is the statement of an average Christians in Nigeria right now. Like, why are they afraid